Clarets TV speaking to Chelmsford manager Robbie Simpson after the Boxing Day win over Braintree. Robbie, good to get a game finally after 3 postponements and then a victory as well.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Merry Christmas. I thought we started the game ever so well, scored an amazing goal, great delivery from Harry. Great run from Tom. You know, we speak about that desire and conviction to go and score a goal, and that was tremendous from Tom. You know, with his head, and great start from us. So it was never going to be a pretty fluid game of football from our perspective, given the lack of game time that we've had, lack of training that we've been able to do. So I didn't want us to try and do that, to be honest with you. I wanted us to play effective percentage football, doing the basics well, turning their defence at every opportunity. And I thought we did that. I don't think we were great at it, but I thought we did it pretty well. And I thought Braintree probably had the better of that first half in the end, actually. But we defended resolutely, and Oviedo was there to make a couple of saves. And then second half I thought was an even game, and it could have swung either way. And I thought the subs from ours made a difference. You know, great to see Callum Jones back. Really nice that Reece got a goal on his debut. And then also really nice for Finn to make his league debut, because he's in the squad. We've got a lot of players missing, and it's a good day for us today in the end. I thought it was a really efficient day from us, so we're really pleased.
I think that sort of 16-day break meant we were sort of hungry to sort of get on the field, and that's why we made such a good start and we got that early goal that we haven't in other games recently.
Yeah, I think maybe, yeah, it's a good point. I think so. But probably for the rest of that first half was you showed signs of us not playing for 16 days. The little bits of in-game nous, you know, the in-game little nudges that you get and that give you a little advantage. We didn't have that today, and that was down to us not playing, because when you play game after game, they're just natural to you. They come natural. You know what's coming. You know what to do. But we didn't have that today. So I'm hoping, essentially, like today has hopefully dusted off the cobwebs, and then obviously at their place on New Year's Day, hopefully we can be a bit more fluid and have a bit more about us in terms of game intelligence.
You know, was it difficult to deal with Braintree because they didn't really have like a target man up front like we have Harry? They sort of had loads of smaller players sort of on the counter attack. They're sort of a different test for our defence. Yeah,
tough tests, you know, for Dave and Cam, 2 busy players. But we did our homework on Braintree. We knew that was going to be the case. We knew they were going to try and get Dave and Cameron running into the channels and back towards their own goal. So we prepared for it, and I thought Dave and Cameron were excellent for the majority of the game, and our 2 full-backs staying narrow initially to try and stop the space in between them was really good. And I think it's testament. I know that they had a couple of chances, but I have to say I was pretty comfortable for large parts of it. There was the odd nervy moment, but we were well warranting of our clean sheet, I thought.
Yeah, and Robbie had to make a couple of saves. Matt Rush seemed to be denied most of the time with that one-on-one in the second half. It was sort of a turning point because we went up the other end and got a penalty sort of a few minutes later with Reece Grant coming on.
Yeah, you know, Rush is a good player. You know, we liked him when he was here. But yeah, Oviedo's made a save. I thought Cameron's recovery in that moment as well was outstanding. And I think they appealed for the penalty, obviously at our end, but I thought the referee got it right. You know, Trotz's arm was down by his side, and he was trying to pull his arm away actually, so he didn't make his body bigger or move his arm towards the ball at all. So I thought he got that one right, even though the ball did hit his arm. And then I think our penalty is soft, to be honest with you, but by the letter of the law, it's a penalty, and it came down to Reece being really bright. You know, we speak a lot about, especially at this level in these winter months, there's going to be a lot of loose ball, and it's being bright, starting position being well, being on the move, and it comes down to a lot who gets that loose ball first, and Reece did that, got to the ball first, felt contact, went down, so it is a penalty, and I thought he tucked it away really well.
Yeah, he sort of grabbed the ball straight away and wanted to take it, so it's good to see we've brought in a new striker that he wants to get in there and score goals.
Yeah, he's hungry, you know, he's really hungry. He's got a desire to win that I think I've said when we signed him, it's on the edge. It is on the edge, and we need to help him be on the right side of that line, but we haven't got a player that's really got that bit of edge about him, so he adds a lot to the squad in terms of that. and he just wants to enjoy his football again. He hasn't enjoyed his football for a period of time now, and we want to make him love his home, his new home, and I'm sure if we do that, he'll thrive.
We got a few players out injured. We had Callum Jones made his first appearance since August, and Carol da Costa was back on the bench, so please have a few more options to call on.
Yeah, to be honest with you, Cale's probably, he was 50-50 about whether we should have had him on the bench today. He's not quite right, hence why I didn't put him on. But hopefully he's not going to be too far away. But brilliant to see Jonesy back. You know, he's back way ahead of schedule, which is all testament to him. He's a great professional. Does his rehab really well. He's used to rehab by now, but yeah, he's back far ahead of schedule, which is so good for him and for us. So really pleased with how he did. Just touching on a few players that obviously are still injured. Ade's still. We're still waiting for Ade really to be pain free before he can start any form of rehabilitation. He's doing certain exercises in the gym, but with the injury or the condition really that he's got, he has to be pain free before he steps it up. Otherwise, it's just going to be back to square one. So it's a waiting game for him. Freddie Ockey was ill, unfortunately, this morning. Otherwise, he would have been in the squad. Jacob, you know, our thoughts are with Jacob. He's a big part of our group, and a sudden kind of illness really for him, and he's still awaiting tests this week. So thoughts will be with him this week. And I think that's pretty much it with the injury-wise. We've obviously got the suspensions, but Edwina will be back for New Year's Day, and then Jamie will have to wait until after the trophy game. And
we've got Braintree again, back-to-back game on New Year's Day, so they've got a very good home record, but we've got a good record against Braintree under your management.
Yeah, we're going to try and win the game. You know, we've done our due diligence on Braintree for this game. We kind of treated it as a two-legged affair really, but we know that they've got a game Thursday which we'll go and watch just to see if we can pick up anything different. We'll have learnt a bit about them today as well. The players will, playing against them, so we'll be ready, and hopefully we'll be the ones to ruin that home record of theirs.
Okay, well done today, Simo, and we'll see you in 2023.
Cheers, Ben. Thank you.